Levi Whitney here with Uphill Cinema. Today we're going to do a review on the Hexolux LED Fresnel by Visionsmith. So to start things off, these lights are amazing. They're a single chip LED Fresnel. So what that means is they're not a bunch of little chips in the LED. They're one big chip, and it throws an amazing light that has a great CRI 95 plus and an amazing shapeable light. If you follow my channel, you'll know that I'm a fan of hard lights and the Quasar Science long bulbs there to replace the Kinos. To dive into some of the features, I won't go over too much, but what I do want to do is show you how I use these lights on last week's post, the Music Maker, because that's all we used were 2 of these Hexolux lights. And so I'll show you kind of how I use them on set and also dive into some of the features. So besides the fact that Visionsmith sends out the Hexolux with an amazing Pelican case, a softbox with 3 different diffusions, a grid or crate, and instead of just saying, hey, you know, let's just make our own cheap stands, they send you out these amazing Matthew stands. And, you know, besides those cool little perks, they pack in a ton of features into this amazing light. Some of the features that I really like compared to other companies of LEDs I've used, and these are features that I really have grown to really appreciate as well as I've had these. I've had these for a while now. I've had them for 6+ months and I've used them a ton. I haven't seen this on too many, especially large chip LEDs, whether that's a panel or Fresnel, is when you change the output. If it's 100%, it is 100% output. And if you change it to 50, it is 50% output. It's not just dimming the light down 50%. It's the output, the wattage going out is being changed. And I really like that because you can do better ratios of lighting. If you want the fill to be at 25 and the front to be at 75, you can set the percentages really easy if you're that type of cinematographer and you're using ratios or your light meters. Now, the other thing that is really different that I've never seen before is you can use f-stops. You push the knob in and it changes it to f-stops. So if you want, you know, the lowest is f6.6 and then it goes all the way up to 0, which is just full. So you can do f-stop ratios as well. That's a feature, like I said, I haven't seen, and I think that is really cool. For you cinematographers that are out in the wilderness or just don't have access to power, Visionsmith, and with the Hexolux, I'm gonna look at the monitor so I'm not messing this up and making sure I'm in focus here. But you can get a gold mount or a V-mount battery plate, and it powers the Fresnel for well over an hour depending on the battery you get. And so you can, like I said, I have the IDX Duo C and I absolutely love it. This is their brand new. I'll be doing a review on this soon, just so you know. But it's pretty simple. You just snap right in. This is gonna probably really give me some power over here. And it goes to the last setting you were just on. I don't know if you can see that, but it goes to the last setting you were just on the back. Works like a charm. You get tons and tons of wattage and hours coming out of it, full blast. And that's a really cool feature. So some other features, of course, it has the amazing ability that we love about Fresnels, and that is shaping the light, spotting, flooding, cutting, throwing a cookie in front of it, and really just making some amazing shapes or diffusing the light. So what you're seeing right now is the actual 7-inch Hexolux, just one light for my key and fill. I have no fill over here. So I'm gonna be looking at the monitor just so I can explain this a little better. And so what you're seeing right now is I have a Rosco soft frost, and then I also have a Rosco half straw, in front of that, and that's what you're getting right here. And I have one light doing the rest, and it's not even at 100%. It's at 75%, bouncing off a white foam board. So it's bouncing off the foam board, then going through a full soft frost. So it's just called soft frost by Rosco. So both of these are by Rosco. And so you can see the power and output you can get. When I did the Music Maker, that's the other thing I was really amazed by. In the interview, what I decided to do was I didn't want to light him on the opposite side of the key. Usually you do. I didn't on this one, and the reason was this guy has done so many things differently through his life. And I was like, okay, well, if he's different and he has, you know, he makes his own tools and he makes these guitars instead of just people just buying guitars, he handcrafts them. I was like, let's just light them on the key side. Well, I wanted it to be sunlight, so 5600K. I used the sun. Well, the sun wasn't strong enough. It wasn't over in front of us on the interview. And so what we decided to do was I got the 7-inch Fresnel and I put the softbox it comes with on, and I put the heaviest amount of diffusion on and shot right at him with it at just, I think I was at like 35 to 40%. And I thought it looked really quite beautiful. And so with that said, there was a little more shaping in the backgrounds and stuff. We flagged off all the windows, and we actually put a flag on the negative side of him as well. But it was just that one light lighting that scene. And the sun was just not even close to strong enough on the side of the window that we needed. And that's what I love about Fresnels, is you can shape the light, and these are true Fresnels. Using them in the Music Maker in the video that I posted last week was so essential. I already talked about the interview. There's a scene where he's walking down the stairs and we were silhouetting them. There were so many scenes downstairs where we flagged off so many lights because there was so much spill coming on because that was later in the day. We needed lights to, you know, kick in certain areas that we use, and we use these all over for that. There's a scene where he's polishing the light, and we wanted, polishing the guitar, excuse me, and we really wanted to make sure that it just showed the grain and detail. Like I said, there were so many scenes that we used these lights, and you're gonna absolutely love them. They're perfect for studio work, narratives, documentaries, the fact that you can slap a V-mount on them, diffuse them, shape them. They're just an incredible light, and build quality is where you want them. So go check them out. I can't recommend this Fresnel enough, and I got to give a big thank you to Pete Smith and Visionsmith for sending the Hexolux out to me to use and do this review. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. Hopefully that was informational, a good little review on the Hexolux Fresnel lights by Visionsmith. I'll have links below in the description to check them out. I really do highly recommend you check these out, especially with the industry is now pretty much just shifting to LEDs. And so, like I said, I don't even use Kino Flow bulbs anymore. I've switched everything over to Quasar Science. Amazing, amazing products. And these Fresnels are just outstanding. So Levi Whitney with Uphill Cinema, I just want to say thank you to all of you who subscribe and leaving comments and asking questions and follow me on Instagram. I've been having more and more people asking me questions on Instagram, which for me, just so you know, is the fastest way to get a hold of me. So thank you. Regardless, I'm answering questions on Instagram and YouTube as soon as I can and get to them. So don't forget to subscribe and like. And yeah, I appreciate everything, and stay tuned for next week with more gear reviews, tips and tricks, and film theory. Thanks guys, bye.